Can I ask a funny question since we on the topic anyway? How many of us?
Oh yeah, you can.
How many of us was in there?
I know, because it's so funny that you bring up racism, because that song, it's totally on his fucking set list. You know.
Wait, my fault. Say that again. You broke up.
Oh, it said it's on his set list.
Song's popping,
and
everybody love it.
Yeah. Yes. And so, but listen, I got so the last day, there was this big security guy.
Oh dear.
Not our pigment. More your pigment. And we were like, oh dear God, does this guy know who Adam is and what the fuck this man's about to say? Holy shit.
I don't know how.
Like we were tripping just a little, like, oh shit. And then when that song came on, tell me why, I'm looking like, where did he go? Because like I was like,
he wasn't there no more.
Nah, he wasn't.
Oh, somebody definitely was like, yo. Somebody was like, yo, somebody's outside.
You need to go outside.
Just sit this one out.
I'm gonna need you to go outside for a minute. I think I hear something outside.
Yeah.
Can I ask a funny question since we on the topic anyway? How many of us?
Oh yeah, you can.
How many of us was in there?
There was a few.
Yeah, a few, but literally a few, like a sprinkle.
Sprinkle.
It was a sprinkle. Just like a sprinkle in there. So Chef can.
Nah, listen, genuine ask, because I'm like, I wonder how many people go. Like, I just need to know. You know what I'm saying? I need to know. Like,
yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Just a sprinkle, just a little dabble. You know what I'm
saying? You know, Chill Rock went to the show.
Word?
Yeah, not to the one we were at, but Chill
Rock went to one of the War Tour shows.
Okay.
I think we kind of asked him that same question when we were on live with him and who were we live with?
Who were we live with? Chill Rock was there, but who were we on with? It wasn't Tim. I don't remember.
That's that for you.
But yeah.
Oh, Chop. Yeah, it was Chop and Tim.
It was just on Chop's channel.
It was on Chop's channel. That's
okay.
Yeah, because I was just kind of curious. I was curious. Because here's what I was curious about, right? Because for one, if you think about it, you're going to have this man who is singing this song. You got a sea of white people. I'm going to keep it real. You have a sea of white people.
That's why I had to ask what I asked. You good?
Yeah, you got a sea of white people. And, you know, a lot of people, when you are at a concert, you're singing along, right? How's that going to feel to a black dude? You got a ton of white people, not even just the performer, but you got all these white people scream singing this song at the top of their lungs, and they gonna drop it. Neither one of us did. We were like,
see, but you know the best part is that ain't nothing because we used to that. we be at concerts and bars every day. You know
right.
So
right.
It happens.
But how would it? Yes, but
think about a Kendrick Lamar concert. There's a lot more white folks that go to a Kendrick Lamar concert than us.
Oh, that's just okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll just put it like that.
It's just like, it's funny because one of the...
I wouldn't have thought, though, that they like...
Well, you know the funny thing about hip-hop music, this is why I always ask these questions in hip-hop, like, from the outside looking in, or actually from the outside looking in, like, the consumers of hip-hop and people that buy the records are most likely white folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the folks buying the records, like, buying physical copies and going to the concerts. Like, yeah, we going and shit, but shit, I'll keep it above. We bootlegging this shit sometimes too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not buying actual records and shit. So it's like, you know, the consumers is the consumers, which is fine. Which is why hip hop was one of those things that you need to police, because it was also getting into the suburbs. So you know.
Well, like, so I mean, because did I tell you about the Cash Money Millionaires concert that I went to when I was with my ex?
I
took him for his birthday. That's what he wanted to do, and I was like, "Well, I like him, so I want to go." Right. So we show up in Chicago.
Okay. Downtown Chicago. I was gonna ask what was the location. Word.
Downtown Chicago, Cash Money Millionaires. It's like me and one other white person, right? So I was like, huh. So this is what it feels like. So now nobody telling me I don't know how that shit feels, all right? Because I fucking do.
You experienced it real quick.
I walked in and I was like,
had a 4-hour experience. He was like, oh damn.
Everybody kind of was just like,
it's just me.
Are you lost?
Yeah.
You know this is a Cash Money concert, right? Like,
And like, this bitch is lost. She's
Toby,
Oh, shit.
whatever Keith is down the road.
Yeah, right? Like, damn,
That's
like,
funny.
but yeah, I like scooted in the aisle and I was just like, what's up?
But yeah, nah, but you know, that's usually nothing though. You know what I'm saying? That's
No.
nothing as far as like a
It was
crowd
so
of
much
white folks
fun.
singing the word to a song.
Yeah.
It's, you know, we hear it all the time. You know what I'm saying? we
Yeah, I know, but I'm asking from the point of you taking such issue with Adam, actually, because we know that that's one of your biggest, like, was one of your biggest, like, pet peeves. Yes,
Right.
like little pump your brakes, right? You were like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I
slap
gotta
the face,
ask my
no
questions.
hands.
Right.
Yeah. So like, with that being in mind, that's where that came from. My question, like, okay,
Right.
so you already, because I know that he said in other songs you were like, well, I was good and he lost me right there, Adam. Like, you lost me,
Yep.
because I've seen it in other reactions. Because trust
Word.
me, I may not comment, but you react to an Adam Calhoun song or a Tom McDonald song, I'm watching. I'm just not always a
Right.
commenter. I need to, because you always show our channel love, so I need to do better. But yeah, that's why I was asking. Just because I know how you are, so I'm like, well, how would it be then? Like, he's singing like what you already don't care for.
Mhm.
So you've got the performer singing,
Yeah.
whose pigment is not the same as yours, and then now you've got the Sia audience, whose pigment is also not the same as yours. So how would that make somebody like you feel? Like, in that moment,
There's so many levels to it. It's always, so for me, it's always gonna be cringe deep down. It'll always be cringe
Gotcha.
deep down. Like, that's just me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now to the surface level of it, if I'm in a fucking sea of people that are just saying it, I can't fight every single person in the crowd. I can't be out here be like,
Yeah.
stop. Yo, you can't do it. Like, I can't do any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh my God.
so it's one of those, like, what am I gonna be mad for about that? And then on top of that, like, I'm a context guy. Like, for me, when it comes to the word, I don't approve of people saying it to me, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, we got to build a level of relationship where if you want to try to test it, we're going to talk about it. But like, I'm not a person that wants to hear it, but I'm also not really one to get offended. I just like to know where it's coming from, context, and in the likes of a song like that and at a concert, that's not a concert. Like, that's almost as equivalent to being in a car and singing the song yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at that thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's like everyday conversation and casual talk amongst like me and you, like, I'm one of those people where, like, if I'm not saying it to you, I don't expect for you to dump it out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I always look at that too, because then that's always context too, because it's like, what would make, because if I'm not comfortable saying it around you, why do you feel more comfortable to say it around me? Just because, for example, you know other people that may allow you, which is, once again, there's levels to it. If you know somebody else that allows you to do it, doesn't give you the right of way or the pass to say it to somebody else as well either, because that's not a willy-nilly word for anybody. You know what I'm saying? But it goes back to the original context. We know the meaning of it in the dictionary, but we know how that word was used from the opposing folks. You know, we'll put it like that. From opposing folks, we know how the word's used. So that's why the word's always so sensitive. And people will always be like, well, I say it here and I say it there. And that's like, that's fine. Say it wherever you want. Nobody's policing or telling you what to say or where to say it. But it's like, it's almost like, what is it? There's a time and a place for everything. And when it comes to that word, especially when it comes from people that may not look like me, it's like, pick and choose when you say it. Like, sometimes people take the risk and make it bold and say it, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you don't know that person like that, or if like you're not cool with them, it's probably best to not go that route. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's just what it is with the word sometimes. But if you're around people that say it, I'm like, it is what it is. But context, it boils really down to context. Like, with a concert, I don't care about a concert, but it's once again, the boil point is always going to be cringe. But at the end of the day, I'm not getting mad about things. Like, even with Adam, if I hear him saying it in a song, right, I'll be like, damn, he said it in the song, cringe to the core, right? But at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, he said it in the song. I may deduct certain things because, like, I listen to a lot of white rappers too, and a lot of white rappers I listen to don't have to use the word in their lyrics to get their lyrics across, because I also feel like, and this is what I've also said before, I'm like, I feel like it lacks creativity in the writing aspect as a white artist to throw the word in there, because it's like, you know where that word goes as a white artist rapping it. You know what I'm saying? You know what you're sparking doing it, versus like, all right, I can be creative, especially if you're dope. That's why I hold Adam to like even the standard that I hold him to when I hear him say it, because I'm like, you can be better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how I look at it. I'm like, you can always be better than that.
I feel like that too sometimes too, not to interrupt you, I
No,
feel
you
like
good.
that sometimes too with black artists as well.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes, especially on certain songs that I do hear, it'll have a like banging beat, it's a great song, but then it's, and this and that and this and that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You might want to go back, sit down, pen and pad, and come up with something else because
You can take it with you.
it's just filler. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not saying anything.
It's terrible filler, and I get
Yes.
that. I 100%
Yes.
because once again, it goes back to like, and this is part of like, I don't even know what to put it because it's one of those like, I don't really mind hearing it coming from the horse's mouth, I guess, so to say, right? Like I'm one of those biased people. Like I'm not gonna be bothered by somebody that looks like me saying it. Like I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? Like do I want them to run around saying it in common conversation? Nah, because that's not how we're talking in common conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we are, but in the music, I'm just like, that's kind of just how it was. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those like, it's how it was type of things. And it's like, I'm not going to like police it and I'm not going to sit here and praise it. Like, yes, you can be better. Because once again, rappers can rap without cussing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let alone just the word period. Rappers can rap without cussing. If we want to talk about things in general, artists have proven time and time again that you can make great music without any cuss words, but we choose to cuss. Just the N word happens to be another derogatory word that we use. Just like bitch, we ain't got to refer to every woman as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? But we still do it. You know what I'm saying? And all artists and stuff like that. So it's just one of those things where it's a form of art, but it gets crunchy and it gets sticky when it comes to white artists using the word. Like for example, like when they go that route, it's like you're already gonna spark controversy. And then I always, it's weird because I feel like independent artists go that route, and then I feel like no mainstream white artist has never went that route. I always found that weird too. In like the 2020, so to say, I'm like, there's an uptick of rappers wanting to go using the N-word in their raps and stuff versus like, how it was before. So it's also very new and different to me, especially when like we're all seasoned folks in the game. You know what I'm saying? So we've grown up and seen things. So I know it's all about the environment and where you're at. But I'm like, it's also one of those, I know like if you respect the culture and you respect artists that you've grown up liking, how would you feel, or would you allow that art? Would you say that in front of your favorite artist? Is how I look at things. You know what I'm saying? That's how I always look at that. Like, would you throw that out in your favorite artist's face? I don't know. Some artists would, some artists wouldn't. They can stand on it in their raps all they want, but when it comes down to that face to face, a lot of people aren't going to do that. And if sometimes they do, so you see the results a lot of those times, because that word is one of those words in real life. Like, because there's an internet way of using it, and then there's like a real life thing. And the way people use that word in real life, it's like there are consequences for that. You know what I'm saying? Versus like
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Well, and I think that's why I tend to listen to the rap that I do, is because like it's used so little that I don't really have to like worry about it, which I like because it's like, because you have to know your audience, right? But I can't know everybody. And so like if I'm in a crowd of people and like, DMX Rough Riders comes on, it's really hard to sing that song
Every other word
and censor yourself. Literally. Okay, like so I kind of started like listening to the edited versions, like the radio versions, because they would cut those words out, and so it'd give me a filler word, because otherwise I'm out here sounding like I got fucking Tourette's. Like, because it's just so often that, and you don't want to get well, it's like Bubba wanna die. Bubba wanna die. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. Okay, it's impossible.
And the funny thing is, like, I feel like, once again, it's hard to get mad about the word sometimes when you hear people say it in songs, because it's in so many songs. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's my way of thinking about it. I'm like, I ain't about to get mad at somebody saying this shit in the song. Like, if we by ourselves, I'm like, dog, like, like, come on, dog. But if we in like amongst a bunch of people and it's a fucking concert of 20,000, what do I look like being mad at you? You enjoying yourself, you know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else.
And that's one of those songs, like, I know every word to that song. Okay, and I used to sing it proudly. That was my jam when I was like in 8th grade.
Shit's a banger.
It's just a good song. I mean, and but now it's like I'm super self-conscious about that, so I tend to not listen to a lot of mainstream music because of that. So
that's legit.
Word.
Yeah, I'm
Plus, independents are better.
Yeah, obviously, superior artists.
Now I got another versus